15 countries. Let that number sink in. We're not talking about a fringe movement or one rogue government. This is a global consensus forming around banning kids from social media. Australia kicked things off in late 2025, and honestly, everyone expected it to fizzle out. Instead, it lit a fuse. France, the UK, Indonesia, and Canada are just a few examples. And here's the thing, these countries rarely agree on anything. But on this issue, they're surprisingly united. It makes you wonder what exactly sparked this sudden, widespread action. So what pushed these governments to act? It was not some random event, it was a slow-motion catastrophe. The American Psychological Association and the U.S. Surgeon General both raised massive red flags. Even Meta's own internal documents showed they knew Instagram was harming teenage girls, yet they kept pushing it. We have seen anxiety, depression, sleep disorders, and self-harm all skyrocket, perfectly tracking with social media use among kids. Cyberbullying used to end at the school gates. Now it follows them into their bedrooms, even at 2 a.m. These platforms were designed to be addictive. That is not a theory, it is their business model. The algorithm doesn't care if you're 13 or 30, it just wants you hooked. This crisis is what fueled the global wave of bans. Australia did not just pass a law, they handed the world a blueprint. And the world certainly took notes. But here is the fascinating part, everyone is adapting it differently. Australia went for a full ban for under-16s with huge fines for platforms. France banned under-15s and even added a school phone ban. Then there is Vietnam, which took a surprising turn. There is no ban, but accounts for under-16s are muted. They can watch, but there is no posting, no commenting, and no reacting. Is that clever? Or just a new kind of digital cage? Meanwhile, Denmark is building a government digital ID app, while Greece and Canada are still figuring out their timelines. The wave is undeniable, but its execution is wonderfully chaotic. Now, let's talk about the part nobody wants to address. These platforms already know exactly which users are children. TikTok scans videos, and Meta uses AI. Their entire business model relies on knowing who you are. So when governments claim they need new age verification systems, it feels a bit like a smokescreen. The platforms already have that data, they just prioritize profit over protection. Why are we not forcing them to use the data they already possess? Instead, we are building massive national identity verification infrastructures. Remember the Discord hack that exposed 70,000 IDs? The UK is debating VPN age verification, and France's digital minister is already eyeing VPNs. Child protection is vital, but this new infrastructure feels like it has a much longer shelf life than any ban. If this kind of deep dive is your thing, hit like and subscribe to Business Undercurrent, because we dig into currents like this every week. So where does this all lead? The optimistic view says governments finally hold big tech accountable, and kids get their childhoods back. That would be a win. But the pessimistic view is different. We build this global identity verification infrastructure, supposedly for child protection, only to realize it was always about something else entirely. The EU already launched a centralized age verification app. Utah made it illegal to use a VPN to bypass restrictions. The UK gave its government power to restrict VPNs with minimal oversight. These are not future hypotheticals, they are happening now. The question is not whether we should protect children online, of course we should. The real question is whether the cure we are implementing is actually worse than the disease. And that is a question we all need to be asking, loudly.